Hey, fourth grade. So I'm hoping that by now you've been able to watch the two videos that are on my website. The first one is Unusual Instruments, and the other one is the Blue Man Group Tiny Desk Concert. And I'm hoping that these two videos have kind of given you some inspiration for your final project, which we are going to go over today. So, your final project, you're going to be creating your own instrument using everyday objects that you find at home. So you're not going to use an instrument to create an instrument. You're going to use things like forks or pencils or napkins or, I don't know, a blanket. Anything that you can use and find at home. I put some other examples. I have spoons, pencils, elastics, water bottles, anything that you have at home. Now, the only rule I really have about what objects you use is that an adult in your home has to say, yes, it's okay for you to use. So don't just take something. Please make sure that you ask if it's okay to use it before you decide to. Okay? So let's go over these directions. These are posted on my website, but I also want to read through them together and kind of explain a few things. So, the overview: using everyday objects found at home, create your own instrument. You will need to take pictures or a video of your instrument, that's up to you, turn in a written materials list, and a description of how you put it together. You can type up your materials list and description, or you can create like Google Slides or PowerPoint explaining your instrument. So the specifics: your parents or guardians, like I said, must give you permission to use the objects that you choose. Don't just take things. Your instrument can be as simple or as complex as you would like. It's up to you. So it can be very simple, or you can have lots of parts to your instrument. You will need to take pictures or videos of your instrument, whichever you would like to do. I just want to be able to see your instrument because you're taking the time to make it, so I want to be able to see it. Your typed list, or you can write it, but typed is probably better. It has to include your name and your homeroom teacher's name, so either Miss Herja or Mrs. O'Connor. A list of all the items that you use to make your instrument, and you can just make it like a bullet pointed list like I have here. And the last thing is a short description of how you put it together. So you can do it step by step, or you can write a paragraph. So another important reminder is I encourage the adults in your home to get involved in your project, but please remember that it is your project. They don't need to be doing it for you. They can certainly help you out. It's always nice to have help in our home, but I want to make sure that it is your instrument. So the timeline: Miss Herja's class, we're going over it today, and your project is due June 1st. And Miss O'Connor's class, we're going over it today, and it is due Friday, May 29th. Okay, so here's a checklist of things so you can kind of check them off as you do it. So it's create an instrument, pictures or video, materials list, description of how you put it together, and then send all of those things in one email to me, Miss Farley, at this email address right here. You can even copy and paste that into an email. All right. So I hope that this helps. I hope that it's pretty clear. And if you have any questions at all about your project, please feel free to email me because I'm here to help. All right. I hope you have fun making your instrument and get creative.